Here is number 4 in my 10 top tips for shooting better video. Hi, I'm Grant, and tip number 4 for shooting better video is shoot with the end in mind. By this, I mean, what is the video intended to convey, or what is it being used for? Is it a news type video? Is it a promotional video, or perhaps just a family video? And also editing, is it going to be edited? What is the duration of the finished edit? All this is good to know, and you should know before you walk out the door. The clearer you are about the goal of your video, the more focused you will be when you walk out the door, and this will make your shoot a lot easier. This also has the added benefit of helping you decide what gear you need to take with you when you leave home and the style of shooting that you will be doing. This is often referred to as pre-planning or production, but I am a big proponent of just trying to keep it as simple as possible. A few years ago, I used to shoot locally here for television news, and before I ever walked out the door, I would be crystal clear on what the end goal of the shoot was, and they would send me a one-page brief which would contain the following: a brief background on what the story was about, an approximate duration of the finished item, which was usually 1 to 2 minutes, what sort of shots they would like me to get, who they would like me to talk to on camera, and a list of questions for that person, and a deadline time when I had to have that footage fed back to them up our local fibre optic link so that they could turn it around for the news that night. These stories were always time critical because they were being played on the network news that night, and you had a deadline time that you had to feed the footage, and you were using an expensive fibre optic link to feed the footage to them to the newsroom in the North Island, so therefore you couldn't shoot a large amount of footage. You had to shoot what they need and be efficient with your shooting for this style of shooting. I'm a big fan of keeping things simple. Even if I was going to shoot, for example, a children's soccer game, I would always have a rough idea before I walk out the door on what sort of shots I'd like to get. I'd also know that perhaps I'd need a zoom lens or a telephoto lens to get closer to the action, and whether this footage is going to be edited or just played out of the camera. All those things you need to know before you walk out the door, and they will help you with your shoot. So the clearer you are about the end goal of your video, generally the easier your shoot will be, and that is tip number 4, shoot with the end in mind. Thanks for watching, and tip number 5 coming very soon.